everyone, happy Wednesday. Tonight we are starting a new Splendid Sampler 2 quilt-along block, the Blue Ribbon block. So thank you guys for joining me here. My name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make cute embroidery kits for the beginning crafter. And I'm here every weeknight at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. That's 9:30 Eastern and 6:30 Pacific. It's a time that we can relax and craft together for about an hour here, you guys. So tonight we are continuing on the Splendid Sampler 2. We actually finished this guy last night. So this only took 2 days. I thought this was going to take all week, this one, but nope, we got that guy all finished. And we are moving on to the next one on my list. I am literally, here is my list. I've checked off all the ones that I have done. So I'm just literally going down the list. Whenever there's another open one, I'm doing that. So we're just over halfway through with these blocks. There's 100 total. I think we're working on the 52nd one now. So Blue Ribbon, that is the one we're gonna do tonight. So this one uses a Dresden plate technique or style. And I've only done this one other time before, but I think it's going to be fun. It's a little bit like origami. So tonight we will prep the pieces, and I'm hoping that we'll get a start on those little Dresdens. And then we'll see what we get done tomorrow. I will not be here Friday anymore, you guys. We are breaking out of our COVID bubble, and we're gonna go visit my parents. So we're gonna go do that. So I'll be driving on Friday, so I won't be here Friday, but I will be back Monday for when we start the embroidery of the month. So Monday, we are doing the Stitch and Hedgie embroidery of the month. We are stitching it onto that pre-printed muslin drawstring bag. So we'll be starting that. They've been all sent out so far. I do still have more of those bundles available. So if you put in your order today or tomorrow, I will still ship it tomorrow before I leave on Friday. So you'll get it early next week still. So you'll be able to stitch with us still next week. So thank you guys and everyone who ordered that already. All right, let's flip around. We have fabric to pick, and let's take a closer look at this block tonight. Thanks again, guys, for joining me. There we are. Okay, hello. I am going to flip through your comments really quickly here, but here is the Dresden plate. Let me know, any of you guys, if you have done one of these before. Kathy says, hi all, I love Dresdens. So I have done this one other time before. We will see how it goes, but I think it's relatively easy. It's just goofy. Like, it's just something I haven't done before very often. So we're actually taking this shape right here. I've made a photocopy. So I've made a photocopy of this because I'm going to actually cut this. So we're going to take this shape, fold it in half, sew it like this, and it's going to unfold and kind of fan out, and we're going to end up with one of these little house-looking, these pentagon little shapes from this shape. So it's a little goofy, but kind of cool at the same time. But all right, we got to pick fabrics here. So let's get our bin of fabrics out again. I am going to want to do that white for the background. So I've been consistently trying to do white for the background. So it looks like we're going to do a 7-inch square for the background. It'll end up, we'll cut it down to the 6.5, but it's the 7 inches, just because we're going to be doing a lot of like handwork on this, it looks like. So that sometimes brings in the block a little bit. So having it at 7 inches instead of 6.5 will give us a little leeway. All right, here is our white from the other night. Okay, so this is going to be our background. We're just going to kind of lay things out. Looks like we have a different one for this inside one, but let's pull out some of our other little bits here. So they almost have one that almost looks just like that, and I was just looking at this, and this popped out at me. We haven't used this in a while, and this is a big open space, so it would be a good opportunity to use one of these with like some sort of like funny little character on. We have this little monkey. What does he say? Ukiki. Ukiki. That's funny. All right, so we could get like a little elephant or, ooh, a little kitty cat on there maybe. Got a little geese. This goose has a mouse on his back. I don't know. I hope he knows that. All right, so anyway, this might be a fun one to do for the middle piece. So I'm just going to kind of bunch it up as if we're using that as the middle. So that can be like our center circle. This little guy with the umbrella, he's pretty cute. Maybe we'll put him in the middle. Okay, and now we need all our fun bits on the side. And it looks like... Okay, so they're just having us cut larger pieces out. I'm going to do that a little differently, I think. But let's see, how many of each do we need? I know I read a little ahead, and we have to make a certain amount of these. Okay, make it the template. We will do that. Okay, trace the template 7 times on each of the B and C squares and 6 times on the D square. Okay, so the D square in this case is going to be the green, but it doesn't really matter. We're basically just picking three main colors here. So I think they should look a little bit bright against these. So if I'm just pulling out some bright ones, gosh, I might not even have enough fabric for this, but let's pretend that we do. Maybe this one. That'd be a really fun outer piece. Maybe we use the stars again. I just think that's cute. And these pieces might be big enough that we'll be able to see some of those stars. What other bright piece do we have going on here? I mean, there's this. Oh, we could bring the flowers back. It's been a while since we've done the flowers. I think I kind of want to veer more towards yellow for the outside. Could try this tie-dye. That's actually kind of pretty. I kind of like this. Should we go with this? These are some nice bold things. It'll look good on the white, and this, I think all of this really pops off the front. I think let's go with these 3. So these will be our Dresdens. Then we have one more. We have this little ribbon here. I almost want to just wait because we have actually a lot to do. We're going to make this whole entire Dresden circle first, and I don't think we get to this ribbon till later. So I think I almost want to see what this looks like before choosing that ribbon. So I think enough choices for tonight. We're on our way. So I'm gonna assume we'll figure that out later. I may have to, if we don't finish this between today and tomorrow, which I doubt we will, I may have to make a note that, hey, remember you did not pick that fabric yet, so you got to pick that fabric. It's always nice to write a note for future self. Future self likes that when past self helps them. All right. I think I might just set these aside, set the white aside, and we're gonna just focus. I know I'm gonna use white for the background because I always do. I'm gonna put both of these to the side for now. We'll deal with those tomorrow. But it looks like we are working with this Dresden block first. So I'm gonna just keep my 3 Dresden things out, and we are gonna just start doing this. So okay, make a template of the Dresden blade using the pattern on this page, and I printed it out just so I have it here. So they're using a template plastic. I actually don't have any template plastic, so I'm going to just use a postcard here. So I have all these postcards laying around. It's nice because it's thick. I'm going to just use this. So we'll see how that goes. So let's just jump right into it, I think. Okay, I'm going to get my paper scissors out here. Not my nice scissors, but I'm going to try and cut out really nicely, too. I'm going to cut out this Dresden plate. or Dresden blade, I guess it's called. I think the whole thing together is called a Dresden plate. But this is just an individual blade. So there's a lot of ways to do these templates. I am just going to kind of wing it. I'm going to glue it on to here. Actually, I'm not even going to glue it on. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to trace this on. Actually, I'm going to use one of the... I'm going to get the cutting board out so I don't draw on my table here, but I'm going to use one of these edges. And I could put a dab of glue down for this, but I'm literally just going to do it like this. I'm going to hold it here. And I'm going to just trace this onto here. So there's probably more precise ways of doing this, but I'm literally just going to do this. And I'm going to use this as a cutting guide too, actually. All right. And I'm just going to do one. I could actually trace this onto every single piece, but I think I'm going to do it the real down and dirty and hopefully accurate enough way of folding my fabric a bunch of times, the amount of times for the amount of pieces I need to make, and then I'm going to just hold this down with my cutting glove on, and I'm going to attempt to cut around this. It might be the worst way to do it, but who knows? We're going to give it a go. So there's my Dresden plate template. I can always make another one of these if I want. Okay, first off, I am going to give these a little press. I think let's do the 6 out of this one, just because I think I have the least amount of fabric of this, and it kind of, the one that has 6 in here, the green, that one kind of pops the most, and I think this bright yellow is going to pop the most, so we'll do it that way. All right, let's start with that one. So I'm going to just give it a little press just to get going. And actually, you know what? I might press it a few times. I'm going to fold it a bunch of times, and I actually might press those folds too. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that I need 6 of these. Oh, I wonder if my rotary cutter can cut through all this. I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to trust in my rotary cutter. And I'm just reading through your comments, you guys. All right. Oh, so Gretchen's saying when you get to the center circle, consider doing the yo-yo technique. Okay, I will do that. Cut 3 and stick them together to make the template thicker. Oh, that's true. So that's a good suggestion. Amy is saying do 3 of these. I'm going to give it a go with just this one and see how we do. And then we'll expand from there. But I'm thinking I can just fold this into thirds. There, I just kind of did a little wiggle there. So now I have 3. Ooh, and that's about the perfect thickness. So I'm thinking 3, and then I fold it again. And then if I just use this as a guide, I should be able to, I should have my 6 right away, right? I'm thinking that's all I do. And you know what? I think let's give this a press. Again, this might be smart or it might be a totally stupid idea, but we're going to give it a go. For the sake of, I hate cutting, and I think this will go quickly. All right, I'm going to get my little rotating cutting mat. I think that's going to help us here. And you know what? I think I'm actually going to trace this on. So I'm just going to put on the edge here, or not in the edge. I'm putting it within my shape. Hold on, guys. I'm going to readjust you. Yep, Sylvia, we're living dangerously. I mean, you know, I'm sure this is not the way for accuracy and perfection, but I think it's going to work just fine. So, all right. And if I screw one up, I can always cut another one out. Okay. So I got it traced on there. I think I'm going to just grab this ruler here then and trim those all out. So I'm going to go just to the inside of those lines. Yeah, this is the one that I have 6. So, okay, I only need 6 for this one. So I'm just going to go right across there. Hopefully this works. Ooh, it's kind of a lot of fabric, but this is already kind of a little thicker than usual fabric. I still have more to live another day there, so that's good. And this is a lot of layers all at once, and I did not change my blade beforehand, so we'll just see how it goes. But I'm just following those lines now. I'm just going to go slow. Any trick to make cutting faster, the better. So this looks like it's 1.5 inches tall, so I am kind of lining up that bottom edge, and it looks like 1.5 inches. All right. I'm really trying not to move it. That's why I'm using my rotating cutting mat, which is basically what I do with my big cutting mat. This is just a smaller space, which is nice. Okay, I think that looks decent. All right, well, I think that went very successfully. All right, let's see. So I should have 6 of these guys now. 1, 2. Hopefully none are clipped weird, like if I folded the fabric oddly. Okay, not too shabby. So one thing I didn't mention is that a Dresden plate like this is kind of the perfect opportunity for fussy cutting. Just to bring this guy out as an example again, I could make every single one of these, like if I wanted, I could make each one of these have something specific in. Like if I wanted to center, like I could take my template and, you know, like this cute little apple with that guy, I could put him right here, right in the middle there. Or if I had a bunch of flowers, let's say I had a bunch of flowers that size and I wanted them right in the middle, I could lay this right on top. And if I was using some of that clear template, plastic template stuff, template plastic, I could actually see through it and then frame it up. That's the benefit of that template plastic versus just like a postcard here like I used. You can actually really decide what you want where. Or if I wanted a star perfectly in the middle, I could do that. I am not bothering with any of that. I'm just cutting them out. So we got our 6, and then the other ones we need 7. Ooh, I hope the rest goes as smoothly as that did, because we'll be done with the cutting in no time if that's the case, which that's always good. Okay, let's do this one. Pick a little area. Wow, this is a large piece yet. This is one of the pieces that I borrowed from my mom. I think I'm going to let's assume that I'm going to do this edge here. Let's give it a bit of a press. If I waste a little bit, maybe I'll just like accordion fold it. But if I'm a little wasteful here, that's fine, because I'm gonna, you know, I'm using all these fabrics all throughout the quilt, so any scraps I'll use later. Okay, let's get the mat down right away. Okay, so like I said, I think I'm gonna just kind of accordion fold this. Has to be at least, let's go like at least that big. So that's 2 layers. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then 7. I need 1 more in there. There we go. I should have 7 here, and I'm hoping that I made them big enough that I can still get this guy on. Okay, I can. So I am going to give this a little press, though, just to help out. This feels awfully thick, so this one might not have been a great idea, but I'm going to just go slow. I could actually do this in 2 rounds, or cut one bit off and then cut the other, but again, we're going to just live dangerous throughout this whole thing tonight, I think. Rebecca, she does. So she oftentimes pops in here too. I think it's pouring like torrential rain there right now, though. So I don't know. They might be just chilling, watching the rain tonight. I don't know. All right, I'm tracing it again. All right, let's see how we do now. I think I'm going to go here and then here just so I can get rid of this bulk. And then we'll work on the rest. Okay, wish me luck. Get that glove on. Just see my pencil line. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm on here very well, but we'll give it a go. Oh, wow. This actually is cutting very nice. I wonder if this is a batik. I wonder if that's like the nature of a batik. This is cutting really, really well. It didn't feel like it pulled at all like the last bit did. All right, I'm just going to try and get rid of that bulk here now. There we go. All right. Get rid of that. Now we can get those other edges. Let's do that one here. That was that 1.5 inch mark. At least it seemed so. All right, I think that's decent enough. One more. We'll check to see if I counted to 7 correctly. And then we just have the one left. Ooh, this is going so much faster than I thought. I thought this was going to take ages and ages, but this is not bad at all. Yeah, these are awfully small, aren't they? Okay, 1, 2. Oh, Christy says, I found a new awesome mask pattern that's so easy. Oh, that's awesome. I need to start making more since I will be required to wear them. Oh, to teach in the fall. Oh my gosh, Christy, yes. I actually have a whole pile more than I'm going to list that my brother made, so I will have some new fun colors popping up soon. So I'll do an email about that when that comes out. 4, 5, 6, 7, we are good to go. So this is a batik, so there's really no right or wrong side. The color gets dyed all the way through on a batik fabric. It's just the way that it's colored versus the normal quilting weight fabric that it's just printed on one side and then the other side is just plain. This is actually, it gets dyed all the way through in the process. And then the fun patterns are actually made out of wax that's painted on and then it melts off after it's all dyed. Okay, so this is our 6, this is our 7, and our next one also has 7, I believe. Just reading the instructions. Trace a template 7 times on each of the B and C squares and 6 times on the D. Okay, I just have to remember that this is the D square and the other ones are in B and C. So, all right, let's do this guy. I think this looks decently ironed, decently enough that we can fold it, and then I'll do that press before I think that's helping. pressing it before I cut. So, all right, let's see if I can get 7 out of this side. I think I should err on the side of doing a little bit more there. Okay, that's 2. Okay, 3, 4. Ooh, I might not have enough for 7 going this direction. Unless I go a little smaller. Can I get a little bit smaller? I think so. Okay. 2, 4. Ugh, this is still just 6. Boo. You know what? I think I'm gonna do it on this longer angle here. I don't wanna cut one extra. I want to do it all at once. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're fine. 5, 6, there. Now we can get our 7 in there. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. All right, that direction worked. Let's, oh wait, I need this. I'm pressing already. I was thinking I had to get the pressing mat out, but I already did that. Okay, now we'll go right in that little area. Oh, Jeanette says that she's making 60 masks for a friend's first grade class. Oh my gosh. First graders. That'll be interesting. I'm curious how well that goes over. I read a Facebook post today of a mom predicting how it would go down with like kindergartners and first graders attempting to wear masks all day, and just like the different things that a teacher is going to have to tell them, like, you know, don't fling them, and don't like pick your nose through them and stuff like that, or my breath is horrible in it. Okay, well, let's learn how to brush our teeth a little bit better, and just all the goofy things that a kindergartner, first grader could do with their mask. Ooh, I kind of went at an angle. I should make sure to go straight down, especially because I'm doing all these layers. Hopefully that doesn't hurt things. Definitely not refolding this. Or not cutting more out, I guess. All right, there's the bulk. So I've heard just on like different like trend reports for like Christmas products and stuff, because stores and manufacturers have to make everything for Christmas and the holidays and all that, yet I've heard that they say that one of the biggest stocking stuffers this year is going to be face masks, which just sounds crazy. Like, what a crazy world. But I wonder if that's going to be the case, if everyone gets people cute face masks for, or if Santa brings cute face masks this year. Don't know. All right, 1, 2, oh wait. Gosh, these look really similar, they're front and back, so I'm going to put them all with their fronts up. 1, 2, 3. 4. Five, 6, 7. All right, we have all of our Dresden blades here. So now this is where it gets kind of interesting. So we are going to take one of these. I think we do it for all. For a blade, fold blade half and lengthwise, right sides together, finger press, sew a scant 1/4 inch across the top, clip, make 20 Dresden blades. So 14 and 6. Yep, all right, so we are going to do this for all. So what we're going to do is, this is our Dresden blade, right? This is where the origami comes in. So we are going to fold it in half this way, so the tall way. And we're just going to kind of finger press it in place like that, just like kind of squeeze it so it stays. And right across the top here, that is where we're going to sew our scant 1/4 inch. And the scant, that just means a slightly smaller than a 1/4 inch, just like a hair, like a literal hair shy of a quarter inch. So that is what we are going to do now. This will be interesting. This is the kind of the crazy fun part. Okay, just checking right sides together. Yep. Finger press the seam open, align the seams with the center crease. Okay, so we'll do, I'll do a couple on the machine here, but then I'll just, I'll show you what one looks like, just so you're not, if you want to get going, you don't have to wait for me to sew through 20 of these guys, but I am going to sew them all. All right, I'm going to do this, well, no, I'm going to go like this. I was going to go with the fold first, but I'm going to go with the edge first. So a scant 1/4 inch, we're just going to go right across the top here. And I'm going to just keep going. Here's my next one. Let's finger press that. Just squeezing there. Linda's asking if I'm making the stitches smaller because the piece is small. I'm not, but you know what? That's not a bad idea. My stitches are already kind of really small from some of the other projects. I just haven't made them any bigger, so I think that's not a bad idea. It'll just get a couple more stitches in there, which will be good. So we're gonna have like a tiny little row of stitches here, but I want to just get enough so I can take that first one off and I can kind of show you how this whole game is gonna work here. All right, I can get this one off now. Let's grab my scissors. Okay. So this is really the origami part here. So here is my little piece that there's that fold sewed across that line there. I'm gonna just clip the edge here, just a corner. I'm gonna leave a little bit at the bottom there. I'm just gonna go across, and this is gonna just reduce bulk because we're gonna actually turn these inside out a little bit. So there we go. I'm just getting rid of a little bit there. I'm not all the way to the seam. I got a little bit of an edge there. And then I think we just kind of flip these around, kind of like we're turning them right side out. Okay, so first we're gonna press the seam open. So I think we go down like this, and we're gonna press the seam, kind of press the seam open like this. But now we're gonna flip them around, right? And let me know, you guys, if I'm totally doing this wrong, but I'm just turning it inside out, like so. And you can even get like your stiletto up in there for the point. There we go. And that kind of seam in the middle that we finger pressed, I'm gonna have to make sure to finger press that a little bit more so I can see it. But I'm gonna align this with that seam. And we'll actually press this too, so I'm gonna wait to do all these at once. But there, and that is how we got our little Dresden blade, our little pentagon guy. So that turned into this basically. through that little process. So that is how we're going to make all of these. And then we're actually going to sew them together on their edges here. But there's one. So I'm going to just get my stack of these. I'm just going to plop them all on top of each other here. I'm going to just kind of grab and go, I think. Well, that's the deal. Oh, Paula says, yep, that's right. Good. Yep, we're snipping those corners for less bulk. So I am going to actually lay this on my surface here, because I want to be able to see that finger pressed line all the way down, not just the top, because we need to line up our piece ultimately to that. So I am going to press all the way down. Let's get the little stiletto helping me around. All right, we got 20 of these guys. Well, this is, wait a sec here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wasn't I supposed to have 6 of these? Huh. This looks like 5. What the heck? All right. I don't know what happened to one. So let's just, oh, is this one? This looks like it should maybe be one. I'm going to set that aside because I don't know why I wouldn't have 6 of these. So let's just keep sewing. Maybe it'll show up if that's not the one. Super paranoid now, though. We'll just keep going with these next ones. You said you could see yourself doing wrong sides together, Arloa. Yeah, that's kind of what I was looking, thinking about too. So for these, this is that batik. There is no right or wrong side of these ones. This must be that other piece. Like, what the heck? Where else would it have gone? But it was all the way in my junk pile. I'm going to just sew it. It looks a little frayed and rough, too. I don't think I was handling any that bad, but we're going to put it in the mix and see what happens. Okay. It's got to be it, because where else would it be? Ooh, this is going to be a nice opportunity, though, since we're sewing so many of these. It'll be a nice opportunity to use our little snippers technique with the seam ripper. So I'm not back stitching I'm not like doing an extra stitch on the front or back. It's not a bad idea, but I have so many, like I do have smaller stitches, and I have these little bits, so that's all twisted up. So I'm hoping that those kind of stay twisted, and don't like start falling apart. This one seems to be doing fine. And we're not going to be handling this very much afterwards, I don't think. I don't know. We're going to just hope that this ends up okay, versus me having to go forward and back at the beginning and end of each stitch. I'm going to just try and do it this way. Exactly. Arloa says, someone came in and stole it. Yeah, my little garbage pile snookered it. Now I'm paranoid about these other ones. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I do have 7. That had to be the other piece. Oh, this is going to be so cute, this big old chain of these. All right, this is the last one of this color. Okay, and now we're on to the star. So these ones I have to do right sides together. But the right side looks almost just like the wrong side. So it's tough. But I might actually, after I snip it and before well, maybe not. I was thinking I'd give it a little press so I'd have that line to line it up with, but I think I'll just finger press these again before flipping them around. Oh, you saw me stitch it and then take 2 off, so maybe it's on me somehow. Ugh, I don't know. Okay, I think there's 4 more. This is like way further than I thought we'd be tonight, for real. Like, this is almost feeling like it might end up being a 2-day thing, really. I think it'll be more like, I think this would have been a good 3-day thing when I thought it would be like a week long, just looking at it. But, we probably won't finish it tomorrow, but we're going to be a heck of a lot further than I thought we'd be. Last one. Ugh, yeah, I just thought the cutting out of these templates was gonna just be the worst, but it was super duper easy. All right, here's our long, cute little chain. It's so cute. All right, let's head over here and we'll get our little trimming device going. So that is where I was taking the, oh look, I have an old one. Let's take an old spool here. You can take a new one too. I'm just taking my seam ripper. I'm just sticking it in the top there. Trying to kind of twist it in there. There's my contraption. Now I'm going to find the end of this and I'm going to just snip all of these little guys in the center of the little string. And this is just faster and just easier on the hands than cutting them all out with the scissors. Okay, I'm going to group them. So there's that color. 2, 3. Oops. 4. All right. There's the 7 of that one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the one that we already did here. So, okay, there we are. Cover, there you are. All right, so next up, I want to trim all these first. So that's when we're gonna just cut this fold off just a hair. So not all the way, just like that. And then I'll finger press them again really quickly just to get that bottom edge that we need to, that bottom of the line that we need to ultimately line it up with. And then we'll flip all these guys right side out. And I think I'll maybe press at the same time. Let's make sure the iron's still on. Just because if I'm going to go through all the work of lining it up with the bottom line, I don't want it sitting around becoming unlined up while I line up all the rest of them. Okay. I should have maybe back tacked on these, but I don't know. I think we'll be okay. Look at all these little specks. Oh, yes. For sure, you guys, feel free to watch this again if this is going to be, if you didn't see the beginning of this. Was that my last one? Nope, one more down here. Okay, all of those. All right, last up. Okay, that's all of them. Let's get the iron out and we will finish these up. After we're done pressing these, then it'll be to the point where we can start actually laying it out and sewing it together, and that'll probably be our stopping point. All right, I'm going to start with this one that we already have done. Fun. So there's our first finished one. Ooh. So I am going to try not handle them too much. Let's do all of them of that color. And I'm just trying to look at what I can use to poke that edge out. I think I'm going to just use, like, this end of the scissors is not as pointy. Oh, maybe the pencil here. That might be a good thing to use as a poker. So let's just flip these inside out. Oh wait, I got a finger. I'm going to finger press these open. I think we'll just go like that. And then just with my finger in there like that, I'm going to just flip it. Oh, and I forgot to finger press the edge a little bit. Ugh, oh well. Let's just get this up. Oh yeah, this pencil's working perfect for this. All right, so in theory, I should have finger pressed this again. I think I'm going to do that right now. I'm just going to kind of put these ends together and give it a little press. All I need is like a line to line up this seam with, because I don't want it angling this way. You know, I don't want it like that. I want it right in the middle. So I need something to aim for. Okay, looking good. All right. Cute. All right, and then ultimately we're going to be sewing these next to each other, so we'll just have like this little ring that happens. Okay, let's finger press. Oh wait, got to get that edge, bottom edge. Squeeze that. Then I'm going to finger press these open and kind of flip in the same motion. There we go. Line it up and press. All right, well, this is the deal, I guess. We'll keep going till we have all these done. We have about 10 minutes left here, so hopefully that doesn't take longer. I'm going to put all these guys so you can see them. We'll line them up down here. We got 3 more of these. Zoop. Needs a sound effect each time. There, this is working really well because it's got that blunted point, so I can really kind of push up there without fear that I'm going to poke all the way through. So I'm liking that. We're still getting the nice points. This little tip of this iron works well. Cute. So this is definitely a bit putsy. These are really small too. So I mean, I have small hands and small fingers, and I feel a little awkward. Like I feel like my fingers are a little bit big for these small pieces, so take your time. It's a little goofy. Oh, Jennifer says that it's going to be fun sewing them together. Not so. All right. That's a bummer. We'll see how it goes. I think it'll be kind of fun. We'll be done with this flipping part, and then we just have to sew along these little bitty edges. I think the difficult thing will ultimately be getting them all to fit together. We might need a little... Oop, I forgot to do this. Might need a little, like, pull in here and there to, like, get everything to all get together. I'm hoping, so we still have that circle that goes on top of the whole thing. I'm hoping that can hide any scary errors that we might have. Okay, there's the first 6, so we have 14 more to do, you guys. Let's move on to this color. Open that seam, then flip. So the batik, it's a stiffer fabric. It is not holding that finger press very well, so I gotta get this pressed quick so I can still see that line to line it up on. Ooh, and I'm not sure I was all the way in the center there. Well, it's going to be what it's going to be, too. Begin sewing, I'm just looking at the instructions. Begin sewing at the inner flat edge of the blade. Sew in sets of 5. I wonder if I can line these up already. Let's line these up as we go. That'll be a little bit of a time saver. So, okay, I got to think of what's well, it doesn't really matter, I suppose. Okay, we're going to go, I'm looking at the guide now. So we're going to go this one. Let's get this guy in here. Flip. This one feels bigger. Ooh, this one's definitely more awkward. What the heck's going on here? There we go. I don't think I didn't have the point all the way out. All right, I'm going to set up my little circle underneath here as we go here. So, okay. This one, and then this guy again. So we're going to sew these into 4 segments, and then we'll sew those segments together. I guess that's the trick to sewing them all. Lining them up right away too means I'm going to be touching them less, which I think is a good idea. And we get to just kind of peek at what it's going to look like. So, all right, that and one more, a star goes on that one. Oop. Flip. Well, this is definitely putsy, but I think this is the main job. Okay, so Dee Dee is saying check the size of the second green one. The size of this one? Oh, is this one a little big? I think we're going to be as close as what we're gonna be. Okay, so this is that the upper one. It's going to be a little bit more than a circle because, I mean, it's going to go a little further because we don't have those 1/4 inch seam allowances, but in general it's going to be there. So all right, let's go. The bottom, okay, is a green, or what is green in the picture. So that's this one. I'm just going to keep I'm going to keep the segments kind of separate. Okay, so this one, then one of these dark ones. Cutting that corner off also allows us to press these flat. We wouldn't have been able to do that because there would have been fabric there. Ooh, that one wants to come out a little bit. The sooner we get this stitched onto the back, the better. This looks like it was hand stitched onto the back. I think I'm gonna probably machine stitch it all, but we'll see. That's later decision making stuff. Okay, one of these. Scooch these down. Wow, this is taking a while. I think we're gonna, we got a few minutes left. I don't know if we'll get through all of these though. We'll definitely, the plan is to get this part completely sewn tomorrow though. That'd be nice. If we can get this Dresden area sewn and then our other template pieces cut out, like the circle shape and the ribbons, that would be excellent. Okay, and then one of these, and then one more of these. Oh, can't get my fingers in there. Oh, on the machine. I don't have anything on the machine anymore. Just my leader. I don't know. Come on there. Okay. Okay, so there's the second bit. This is bright. I think this is going to look nice. Okay, next up, this isn't really a blue ribbon though. This is more like a third place ribbon, right? With the yellow. Didn't think about that. Okay, we need him next. Like in full concentration mode. There, line up those lines. Okay, I'm starting that last one here. So this one first. Oh, this is where it gets, where we change. Let's check this pattern again. Okay, dark, star, yellow, dark star. Okay, then yellow, dark star, yellow, dark. Okay, so now this one goes the star and then dark star. So that one's a little off. That's why the 7 of some and 6 of the other, that's coming into play right now. Oh, I'm glad we're laying this out right away. Oh, there you go. Amy says it's a sunflower ribbon. I like that. That's a good way of saying it. Okay, dark. Now we get another star out. quite have that out all the way. All right. Okay, so star, and now we get one of these guys. And then a dark one. Oh, we're almost done, you guys. I only have like 6 more pieces here. Oh, that didn't take as long as I thought it would then. But good, and they're all laid out, so this will be ready to sew tomorrow. I think what I'm going to do is just take the first 2 of each section and just keep going around and around and around. So first 2, first 2, first 2, first 2, then add the third, 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 and just keep going. So the trick is going to be just keeping everything in order. But we'll be doing it right away at the beginning. So in theory, my concentration will be okay still. That'd be good. Oh, Rebecca says she's enjoying this block. Yeah, this is, like I said, this is only the second time I've done a Dresden blade or a Dresden plate block before. This one goes on the top. I'll do that one last because I got to get the iron in there. But they're fun. Like, it is like a little origami piece for sure. It's kind of magic how that it just turns into these cute little shapes. Gosh, they're small though, aren't they? Okay, last edge. So that one, then this. We got these 2 guys here yet. Glad there's a guide that tells me which one goes where. This is very sunflowery. I like it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to think about it as the sunflower ribbon. Oh, this guy's kind of getting away from the circle. Let's arch him back in here a little bit. Now I'm getting picky. Let's just finish cutting. Or pressing, I mean. This is the last one, so all right. Come on. There we go. There, get that line. Yay, it's so cute. Wouldn't this be fun big on a quilt? Like if someone did huge Dresden blades and just did a whole big quilt like this. Awesome. Oh, I can't wait to see what this looks like. It's going to shrink up to be like this big. That's what's going to be interesting tomorrow. But there we go. I think we can easily get this sewn tomorrow. And yeah, then we'll have that center circle. Let's get that done. The 2 ribbon blades. Gosh, I think we might get pretty dang far on this tomorrow, actually. I'm looking forward to this. Maybe we can crank this whole thing out. Dang, that would be a good. I like that idea. All right, you guys, I'm going to flip you around and we are going to call it an evening here. All right, like I said, I am beyond happy that we got this far on this tonight. I was just thinking we'd be spending our evening cutting, but look, here is our, this is how itty bitty they are. This is so small, itty bitty bitty bitty. But yay, I'm really stoked to sew these together tomorrow. It's going to be fun. I think we're going to get another block done or just about done. That might be another reason to machine sew it, I might just machine sew it up really quick. It looks like the pieces are actually hand stitched to the back, but that doesn't mean that we have to do it that way. If we just machine sew it, we might actually get this guy done. That'd be pretty cool. All right, you guys, thank you again for joining me here tonight. Again, if you did want this bundle, it is available till the end of the month, but if you get it tomorrow, I'll ship it before I head out on Friday, so you'll still probably get it within the week, next week, and next week is when we'll be stitching it. So check that out. It is on penguinandfish.com, and I have a link and everything below here. It's our embroidery of the month for June. So awesome, guys. Have a great evening. It's been nice chit-chatting with you again. Always the best part of the day. I will see you tomorrow. Good night.